The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. Jukes one defender, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
All that.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He'll throw it yet again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Looking to tack on the point after. And the kick is good. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Benson now from the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And now it's second down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing again on second, Williams.
Shit is so
No luck
stupid,
on the connection.
man.
It's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Third down, here's Williams. Benson's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. On the move, headed right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
Damn, sitting the man off every play.
Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Every play.
It's a gain of 22. And the Titans will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Benson on first and 10. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Pickup of 8 on the run. And that sets up second and 2. Williams on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's on the move. He slides down with enough to pick up that first. Now an inside give to Benson. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Benson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a 3-yard pickup on that run, and that's... Ready to go with our second quarter. Titans with the ball and a chance to score. Another try for Benson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Titans take a second quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, first and 10. Ritter setting up to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the... And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless effortless. The cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Offense in the hurry up here. Off the play fake, Williams. Cut near the goal line. That's a Tennessee touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Breaks the tackle, still going. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Working quickly here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every one is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later. Back-to-back carries here. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Okay.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. A tight end in motion now. Here's Ritter. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Beyond the 50.
More and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
The give here on 2nd. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Ritter looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Raiders are on the move here. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Derwin James picks it. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Wow.
Racing down the left side. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders chop some of the lead off before the half. Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders get it back to a 14-point game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Benson. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hand off to Benson from the gun. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Williams from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. He's got him. That's Addison. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. To throw is Williams. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Ritter. We've got a screen to the running back. Dukes out a 1-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Oh, bro, what's up with your connection?
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Ritter to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. in with the INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
They give on second to Benson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now off play action. This reeled in by Benson. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They send a receiver in motion right. From the 34. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. The give now to Benson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down throw by Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
He was
Throwing from the gun. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Williams to throw on third. This one falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
They'll run. It's Benson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. From the 35 on second down. Looking for a target. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brought down on the play by T'Vondre Sweat.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Shotgun now on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send the tight end in motion. Throwing here, Ritter. Flushed out now to his left. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Vegas first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on first down. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass is caught at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Just one.
Hurry up, man.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Ritter setting up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get it back to within 2 possessions. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick.
Not this time,
And he's
buddy.
going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
2nd and 13. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 40-yard line.
It's Benson on the give. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. And he gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Rolling out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left, and they pick him off again! And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Benson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Raiders get to it!
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On the run, heaving it back across. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing off the play fake here. He's on the move. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Now Ritter. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Why?
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Benson's got it. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Here's a give to Benson. And they bring him down right around the 23. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before.